Hello, everybody, and welcome here inside of Iowa Speedway here in Newton, Iowa, just a little bit off of Interstate 80 on the way to Des Moines. We'd like to welcome you here to the AlphaTauri 150, part of the Electric Racing Tour Maverik e-Truck Series calendar. And the winner of today's race, as well as the Cup Series race, will receive a little statue, a little block statue of Max Verstappen. We'd like to welcome you here inside of this little 5/8 mile or 7/8 mile oval out in the middle of some random cornfields in Iowa. It's the Electric Racing Tour Maverik e-Truck Series on Perez Sports Network. Let's take a look, as always, at your Hankook driver spotlight. Starting off with Priscilla Perez. Not only is she making her ERT return after some incidents, she is also starting on second, and she held on to the preliminary pole for a while as well in qualifying before being overtaken by the next person on our driver spotlight, Michelina Baranina, always a constant threat in the truck series. I believe we'll be looking for her 5th win of the season. She's currently sitting as your points leader in the Maverik e-Truck Series. And also another person on our driver spotlight who will be making his first start in this league will be Nico Hulkenberg, as also known as Luca, I believe. And he'll be, let's see if he can do about as well as Nico Hulkenberg has somehow been doing this season in Formula One. Can he get a podium or maybe somewhat better? With that being said, we got a full field of drivers here, 10 drivers starting today's race. 9 of them qualified, so we did not get a chance to qualify, so she will be at the back to start this race. With that being said, as soon as Priscilla gets back in her truck, drivers, are you ready? I can't see because I'm still in camera mode there. A lot of people are ready to go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 out of 10 drivers are ready to go, so that's good enough for me. Today's race will be, let me double check here. I think it's 60 laps. Oh, shoot. I completely forgot to change the fuel consumption or the battery consumption in the trucks, so they might not see any green flag stops today. It is, in fact, 60 laps. No stages, so let's get that out of there. This race should be done within about 30 minutes, I want to say. So with that being said, the drivers are all ready to go. We're ready to go up here in the booth. Brand new microphone and all. Hopefully I sound better. Priscilla, do not do that. Everybody is ready to go here for the AlphaTauri 150 from Iowa Speedway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air from Iowa Speedway. As they whir off into turn 1, it's chaos in the back. Huge crash. Not going to throw a yellow. Most of them kept going except for Sweet Star. And I think she forgot how to brake there in the opening corner. That is going to conclude lap number 1, though. For the most part there, everything kind of went fine. As Wolf Day having some problem, had some issues in practice earlier today. Your current leader is Michelina Baranina. Had a lot of practice time. A couple of these drivers doing a better job of getting some more practice. You can tell which ones haven't even turned a lap yet. As Michelina led the first 2 laps. Lucina, please try to keep it off the wall. Need to learn how to brake. And look at this. Yanov already has a win in the truck series this season. Won at Homestead Miami Speedway. No, he did not. No, he did. I think he did. Uh-oh, problems! Huge crash! That's definitely a yellow. Caution is out. And it will be a race back to the line. Yanov and Michelina get caught up in an accident. And for some reason, Quirt has blue smoke. All right, yeah, that's fair enough. 90. Wait, no, not 90. 70. What's her number again? 67. So that'll be the first one out of 3 of the day. By the way, we do have a couple of drivers that are on probation for this race. As we take a look at our Morgan & Morgan penalty report. Well, we know that Priscilla's on probation for the entire season due to, obviously, the ban being reinstated. And, well, we got somebody that just randomly joined. And who the hell is Burlington? Like the Burlington train? But anyway, other than that, there's nobody really other than Priscilla in the truck series that is undergoing disciplinary action. Arsha was one of the truck drivers that was on probation this week, but he rage quit the league because he's a pussy. So anyway, pit road is closed, by the way. I didn't say that, and thankfully nobody went down pit road. So change Burlington laps 0. So I think we're all ready to go. Yeah, 2, I want you to move up onto the far side, over there toward the Red Bull logo. That's not a request, that's an order. Thank you. Okay. So the banking isn't too much. So, first caution of the day for a 2-car wreck involving Michelina and Yanov. If Priscilla wins, I swear to God, in her first race back, with, I think, barely any practice. Uh-oh, problems in the back, a little bit of congestion. We're back underway. Oh, problems! Multicolored smoke, they keep it going. And that was, yeah, caution's out. That wasn't Priscilla's fault that time. That is the second time Michelina has been involved in a wreck like that. Or no, not I am so sorry. You and Wolf Day kind of have similar trucks. I'm so sorry about that. You both have purple and white trucks. It was actually Wolf Day and Priscilla. Still, that's the second time Priscilla's been involved in a wreck with a European today. I'm pretty sure she wants to nuke the entire continent after that. And Lukey somehow coming across the line in 3rd place. Dewitt Squirt with his highest position of the day so far in 4th. Had himself a really good restart to the race. Pit road's still closed, by the way. It's given me a seizure, personally, but it does make it easier to tell. Yeah, it's also very distracting. That is true. Makes it easier to tell who's wrecked, though. The 2 is not ready. So where was the 2 at? Because I know he crossed the line. The ticker said he crossed the line in 4th. Okay, yeah, go into P... I'm going to have you go into P6 behind the... Yeah, behind the 67. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so we changed laps. If you guys say 6-7 one more time, I don't even know what it means, but I know that it's Gen Alpha slang. And Yanov accidentally jumped out of his truck. I warned you. I warned you. First it was 69, now it's 67. Okay. Are we ready? All ready now. I have a little bit of research to do after this race ends. Green flag back in the air. Priscilla was a little bit... She doesn't make a pass, though. I'll let it slide. And Sweet Star just walled Priscilla. That was not a great restart for a lot of people. And look at that. Look who's in the lead. The blue car, or the blue truck. I don't know who it is. It's Marcel, I think. Yes, it is. He's going to lead his first lap of the day. Court's having lag issues. Oh, God. Someone wrecked. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it now. Caution's out. Sorry about that. Jesus Christ, people. Did I make the setups too tight? Like, what the hell? I thought I made them loose enough. It's not that tight, but you guys are just making bonehead moves into turn one. If it's getting tight at low speed, then... If it's not turning at low speed, then we got a problem. I'm wondering if it's not the track model. Yeah, Priscilla does have a point, because when I tested it, I barely braked. Or broke, whatever. Pit road is open, by the way. Enough laps have passed under green, technically. Although I don't think anybody's going to take it. I'll be very surprised if someone does. Like I said, we're probably not going to see green flag stops today because I forgot to adjust the battery consumption in the trucks. So, I think going forward, what I want to do, actually, I want to have the trucks have more battery consumption than the Cup Series. I feel like that would make... I think that'd be probably a little bit realistic. The collapse of civilization or melatonin, no in between. That is so true. Yeah, maybe you guys are going a little too low onto into the corner. I'm not so sure. Quirt, you have a girlfriend? You sure it doesn't... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to finish that if she is actually watching. It's always great to have a new viewer on Perez Sports Network, by the way. This race brought to you by Maverik Adventures First Stop, the official gas station partner of the Electric Racing Tour. So 16 laps completed off the runoff. And we're going to just assume everybody's ready. And the 43 just completely forgot how to brake. Either that or he was stuck to the 2. I'm going to assume the latter. Uh-oh, problems. Problems. It's 4 wide for third. Good Lord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Yep, 43. That's going to be a verbal. You did kind of force 2 drivers into the wall there. Into that pit wall. We got blue smoke and we got pink smoke. Priscilla is trying to hold on to the position, and it's 3 wide in the middle for 4. We have completed a lap under green. May God bless us. And we got it already a crash. Caution's out. Caution's way out. Kane, this is the truck race, by the way. The cup race is later. Pretty sure you don't want a part of this anyway. What happened to the truck series, guys? First, like 4 or 5 rounds of the season, the truck series was like the pinnacle of the league, and now it's like devolved into your standard truck series affairs. It's realistic, yes, but no, Sweet Star, since I finished the setup on Monday, I have not touched it at all. I've not touched it. Is it really better with faster setups? Well, it also helps when there's not pink and blue smoke, you know. I'm wondering if some of you guys aren't getting distracted by the smoke. Okay. So with that, maybe we might not come back here next season, because every time we've come to Iowa this season, and every Iowa race I've been in on road racing, it's usually been a wreck fest. So, no, a lot of people practiced. It's just that, yeah, you know, there's a couple of tracks that I want to try next season, and we're gonna have to probably hawk off Iowa for it. We could probably do Venray. Come on, guys, get lined up. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I did not mean to swear, actually. I was gonna try to not use any foul language in this stream, but that just went out the window, so. Sorry, Gianna. She didn't tell me to do it or anything. We are not doing any dead tracks. What if we replaced it with Interlagos? No, I'm just joking. We could do Atlanta Road Course, and you did not, no redo. Just keep going. And you guys decided to go, you know what, that's your own goddamn fault. I'm not calling a caution for that. You decided to go 5 wide, that's your own fault. We are definitely not coming back here next season. At least not for the truck series. If the cup race goes well, then it's a big maybe. Okay, now that we're starting to get a little spread out, I think it's starting to get a little better. Almost halfway through, and Lukey didn't even try to break for the corner there. So that's going to give Sweet Star a free position. And look at who is catching up here. Oh, I need to change Poppy's laps. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Sorry, too. I messed up your laps. Okay, we're starting. Okay, when we get single file, it does get a little better. Okay. So we can do this pretty cleanly, I hope. So here comes Wolf Day looking for that #1 spot. She had, according to the ticker, she had the lead. I'm not so sure I believe that. And they're starting to bunch up again into the corner here, so we might see a yellow. Provided these... Oh, we got problems. Still green. The leaders were wrecking there on the front stretch, and this is going to be big. 4 wide for third. You see, part of the reason why we've had so many yellows, you guys kept going 4 and 5 wide in the corner. That's not going to work at this racetrack. It's just not. But so far, the longest green flag run of the evening so far. Can we keep it that way? This could... You guys have every chance in the book to salvage this race. Uh-oh, Priscilla's forcing... Okay, yep, that is going to be... Caution. It is Priscilla, then Quirt, and then the blank car that was involved, Nico Hülkenberg. Well, we had a green flag run. We had a green flag run. Had. Again, guys. You were going, yeah, you kept it going, but you were stuck. You think the speed nerf is making the curb an issue? You know, I don't You know, I'm kind of wondering that too. The Cup cars felt fine to me. The trucks are usually a bit slower. But everyone complains when I make the trucks the same speed as the Cup cars. Maybe I should just, like, I don't know. We don't do stages, by the way. But it is halfway. We do our little tradition of server locking at halfway, if that counts for anything. Yeah, I haven't changed anyone's laps yet, so I think Court is 6th somehow. 1st, 3rd, 5th. I guess he's gonna have to be 5th because I'm not gonna. Maybe. I mean, let's be honest. This is supposed to be the feeder series to the Cup series. Wouldn't it make sense to have the cars drive the same as the Cup cars? Oh my god. So we are past the halfway mark. Somehow we have survived up to this point. We've proven that when we do not take it 3 fucking wide into the corner, we can have a green flag run. So let's try that next time. Green flag, and I don't think anybody jumped there. Oh my god. Yep, this is going to be problems. And Court and Marcel are dead. Caution's out. It's been 3 seconds. This is exactly what happens when you take it 3 wide at Iowa. It is not going to work. Stop going 3 fucking wide. It's like doing open heart surgery with a fucking sword, man. It's not gonna work. There's just gonna be blood everywhere. Blood everywhere, everybody dies. Oh yeah, Sweet Star's somehow P3. I don't know how that happened. But the scoreboard has given her a pretty good gap, so she obviously did it fair and square. So Sweet Star moved to the bottom behind that purple truck. Whoever the fuck that is. The 67. Oh my god. 67. Yay. So it's going to be a female-dominated top 5 with 2 males, at least I assume. Yanov is in that stage of his life where he doesn't know what the fuck he is anymore. I'm just joking. Okay. Guys, we've already proven what it takes to go green at this place. You could probably get away with 2 wide, but don't go 3 wide, or else you're going to kill yourselves. And this race has gone from a promising race to a video off of best score in like a snap of a finger. Green flag back in the air. Let's see if they go 5 wide again. Well, they're already 4 wide, so you already know how this is going to end. Yep, it went about as well as I fucking thought it would. I'm not calling it yet. Well, they kept it going anyway. Next time you guys... Okay, if you guys go 5 wide and then cause a wreck, I'm not going to call a yellow for it. How about that? You guys are not going to learn any other way. So they somehow kept it going. And we got a problem. And that's a teammate. Well, it wasn't caused by going 3 wide. Instead, it was just a racing incident, honestly. Meanwhile, the top 3 are laughing their happy asses to the bank. I feel like all the sound bites on Perez Sports Network have come from, or most of them have come from Iowa in one form or another. over the years. We've had 4 races. We're going to have 4 races after tonight at this racetrack over the course of the ERT's history. And there's a problem there between Do It Squirt and Marcel. Marcel has had a decent race so far today. Just unfortunate to get caught up in something there, and people are just refusing to brake for the corner. Okay, so they've filed out, but the draft will eventually rubber band them back in. And look who is fighting for that 5th spot. Luca Pollo, also known as Nico Hülkenberg. He's actually not only fighting for 5th, he's fighting for 4th. He's got two of the female stars right there. We got a flip. Lukey has flipped. Somehow he's flipped. Caution is out. How the hell do you manage that? Our 8th caution with 19 laps to go. Pit road will be open this time by. How do you manage that? I'm starting to think maybe this model sucks. I've heard some complaints about this model. Like over the years, I've heard complaints about the Aska, Iowa. Aska. No wonder they jumped ship to iRacing. You're gonna go? Oh, hold on. Oh, you mean... Okay, down pit road. Yeah, you can go ahead. Just drive through the fuel thingies. I'm wondering that, too. If the cup race goes well, then we know exactly why. Oh, what the hell did you... Why did you do that? Well, she jumped out of her car. That's what happened. By the way, Priscilla actually being a good advertisement for T-Mobile. She's been wicked fast today. Kind of like T-Mobile's 5G coverage. I've not been paid to say that. I'm a Spectrum customer, so I don't know. And home internet, yes. It's not faster than Xfinity 5G, or faster than Xfinity 10G, whatever the fuck they're saying these days. We're faster than T-Mobile's home internet. We're going to Daytona next year. It's just not going to be the super speedway. We're going to be using part of the infield road course. I leaked the layout earlier this year. Spectrum put me on the autism spectrum. That's why they call it Spectrum. Okay, so Yanov is somehow your leader. Lukey, you always have lag. That's not really anything new. I'm going to assume everybody is ready. Jesus Christ. They're 3 wide into the corner. Almost 4 wide. Yep, I knew that was going to happen, but they save it. Oh, and a huge crash! Sweet Star up and over. Caution is out. What a crash! She went airborne. I'm in the air. This isn't good. That's the first time that we've caught that on camera in a very long time. That is going up onto the YouTube shorts and the TikToks and the Instagrams. What a flip. Sweet Star was trying to save it after her initial wreck, and then she got hooked and into the wall she went. And a flip down the back straightaway here at Iowa. And also Priscilla has managed to flip. Under caution. What? We got cars taking flight all over the place here at Iowa Speedway. And we get to do it all again under the lights tonight for the Cup Series at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Daylight Time, 4 o'clock p.m. Central, 3 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain, or no, Pacific, 1 o'clock p.m. Alaska Time. And then, like, I don't know, 10 a.m. Hawaii Time. Priscilla, please get off her hood, please. I want to get this over with. So, dancing, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know it's bad. Because everyone keeps going through fucking wide. Yeah, I got this mic off the TikTok shop. Somehow it's really good in my opinion. It's five bean. Yes, that's what it's called. Or fine. Green flag back in the air here at Iowa. And we got American smoke. And somehow they're going to survive for the most part. Wolf Day into the lead. And this is going to be trouble. Caution. That was the race back. Technically a 3-truck accident. And also Priscilla has a limiter. So that is definitely a yellow at this point. Yanov is already called. Well, it took him long enough to call people sped. It just took him a couple of rounds to do so. And for the first time, Court is actually lashing out at a driver. There's an 11th racer. Oh, no. There was a random earlier, and I changed everyone's laps while he was still in the game. I had to change his laps back so the scoreboard thinks he's a driver. Alright, so just in case I haven't already been disappointed, let's see how the Jags are doing. And they fucking lost to the Rams. Woohoo! 35-7 because our fucking offense sucks and we keep getting penalties. Woo! Alright. Well, I guess it could always be worse. Okay. They're playing in London, too. Usually the Jaguars do really good in London. Not today, though. We don't care. You're a simp. I don't even care how many cautions we've had. We gotta go. And they're already wrecking. Not even 5 meters away from the start-finish, and we're already wrecking. Keep it off the... And is that... Yep, that'll be a yellow. And they're actually, like, stuck together, so that's great. This is so much fun. There are definitely going to be people getting suspended after this race. We'll be restarting with like 3 laps to go. Can we please? Yeah, Wolf Day, you can reset your truck if you wanna. This makes me want to kill myself. Race 9, Iowa. Alright, who do you think is going to win this race? Is it going to be Michelina, or is it going to be Marcel? Is it going to be Quirt? Is it going to be Priscilla? If it's Priscilla, then, well, I'm killing myself. Ugh. I mean, I hope the cup race is less chaotic. It also could be the fact that we got 10 drivers trying to go 4 wide for the lead. Technically not overtime yet, so this will not count as an overtime attempt. Oh, God. Okay, that's a much better launch off the line than usual. You guys aren't even trying to break into the corner. And you've survived turn 1. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? Michelina in the lead, but she's got Yanov. She got a little loose off the corner, and we got problems. Marcel looking opportunistic. He'll go to the bottom. Setting up for a Fantal. We got problems. Lukey into the wall. Yep, caution is out. We're going to overtime. Part of me wonders if you guys are doing this on purpose at this point. It's Lukey and who else? Lukey and Do It Squirt that got involved, or I guess Lukey and Logan that got involved in that. So we will be restarting with 2 laps to go. So for those who are new to the Electric Racing Tour, here's how we do overtime. You have 3 attempts. 2 of those attempts are 2-lap shootouts. If a caution comes out on the 2nd attempt, the 3rd attempt will be a 1-lap dash to the checkered flag. There will be no cautions once that white flag drops in either scenario. So may God have mercy on your soul. Poppy, I'm going to say... Just like, I don't know, maybe try respawning your truck, see if that helps anything. Your cat is sleeping on you. Then maybe don't race with your cat on your lap. I mean, that's a pretty easy fix. So Do It, Squirt, and Lukey will be to the back because of the being caused of yellow. Priscilla, we did not need to know that, frankly. We did not need to know. How would you know? Part of me wonders if we should try to go single file if a caution comes out. Okay, 2 laps to go. Please behave. Green flag back in the air. Oh, man. This is going to be a problem. 4 wide for 2nd. This is exactly why we've had 13 cautions today. Once they get back to the line, no more yellows. Oh, no. Still going to stay green. 1 lap to go. Presented by Hankook. Michelina leads them. Next flag ends the race. No more yellows from here on out. Doesn't matter what the hell happens. We got a big crash in the back. Michelina off of 4 for the final time. Yanov 2nd. Sweet Star is going to get her best finish in history. Michelina will win again in Iowa. And Michelina with her 4th win of the season in the Truck Series, and that will extend her lead in the points. She won at Indianapolis. She'll win again here. Man, that was a race that I would like to forget. But Michelina will win in overtime. She led us to yellow, and now she'll win the race. And Sweet Star with her best finish of her career, as far as I know. Maybe she might be tied, actually. I'm not so sure. And with that, also a notable finisher, Luca Pollo, also known as Nico Hulkenberg, has finished 4th in his debut, by the way. His freaking debut, he got 4th. Lukey with, I believe, his highest finish this season. He finished in 5th. Thanks for messing up the finishing order, guys. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did finish a podium in Nashville. That's right. So Michelina has won the Max Verstappen trophy. Of course, with this race, with the truck race and the Cup race both being sponsored by Red Bull or Red Bull brands. AlphaTauri is a fashion brand of Red Bull. Don't ask me how I know that. And with that, Michelina with her 4th win. She came in as an underdog, winning at Perez Motorsports Campus, and now she's just completely dominated the Truck Series. The first ever winner in the Truck Series is now looking to be the first ever champion if she can continue to string together these results. And Yanov, please get out of victory lane. Now I got to move the truck. Or never mind, she can do it. So Michelina with the Max Verstappen trophy. So she gets to take that home and have Max Verstappen watch her while she sleeps. That thing creeps me out. So, with that being said, we're going to zoom on in here on Victory Lane. Also like to remind our audience that this victory, as well as others, fueled by the same people that fuel you on the road. This victory brought to you by Maverik, Victory's first stop. And with that, we're going to take the picture here very short. Really, Priscilla? Next person to run into the truck in Victory Lane is going to get docked points. I actually don't care. Next person to do that is going to get docked points. We're going to have to actually put that in the rule book. Here, I will adjust your truck for you. And if a person that doesn't get to collect truck points does it, you'll get docked cup points. Alright, with that being said, now we can take the picture. Picture is going to be taken here in 3, 2, 1. Picture. And with that, the Milka Toyota Tundra going to Hankook Victory Lane once again. Next race for the Truck Series, they will have the week off next week, but they'll be back at Saskatchewan International Speedway in 2 weeks. Next week, the Cup Series will be the only one racing. They'll be going to Central Montana International Raceway. That is a road course, by the way. So at that, the Truck Series at Saskatchewan should be a good show, and we can't wait to see you there. We hope to see you later tonight as well for the Cup race, as the best that the ERT has to offer tackles Iowa Speedway for the Red Bull 200 here from Iowa Speedway. With that being said, Michelina Baranina, her 4th win of the season here in the Truck Series, as she celebrates with Priscilla Perez, doing her signature move as well. With that being said, we'll see you tonight back here at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Alaskan Time for the Cup race here on Perez Sports Network, your home for the Electric Racing Tour, as well as other series such as the Cedar Point Pro Series and the Walmart Series, as well as a host of other sports. But until next time, thank you for tuning in on Perez Sports Network. I've been your host, Nick the Rabbit, and until next time, have a good one. Michelina wins at Iowa Speedway.